Today, I'm finally changing my DAW setup. Freebeat. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Freebeat, where I post new music-related content every single day, so if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Today's patron shout-out goes to Howard Anderson, patron number 1. Thank you so very much for your support. Let's get started. So, here at Freebeat, this is the view that you all usually see. The lighting's usually better, but I have the whole room lighting on right now. But yeah, this is the view you normally see. What a lot of you probably don't realize is that on the other side of the room, well, just actually right behind the filming desk, I have a whole nother desk. And this is my DAW setup. So I've got a computer down there. I've got my Arturia Keylab Essential 61 here. Got my monitor mounted, keyboard, mouse, and then I have a Launchpad Mini Mark III. And everything is mounted on a motorized sit-stand desk, so I can actually change the height of it right there. Also, sorry if the audio in this video is bad. I don't really have a proper way to record room audio. I do have this mic going right now, but you're probably just going to hear the camera's onboard microphone, so I do apologize for that. But yeah, so the layout of the room is DAW, mixer/storage, and then Freebeat filming desk. Now, I, of course, don't really use the DAW on the channel, but I do actually use it quite often off camera, and that's because I use Ableton Live Lite, nothing more. In fact, Ableton 10 Live Lite, Ableton Live 10 Lite. I use that as my main source of storing little melodic ideas, musical ideas that I come up with when I'm just kind of noodling around. And then I save those, and I can pull them up at any given time and use them for inspiration when I'm trying to make music over here on camera. So a lot of the little melodic ideas and stuff like that that I've come up with, that you hear me come up with, first came from me messing around in Ableton with my keyboard, and usually one of the Analog Lab, VSTs. So yeah, that's how I come up with a lot of ideas. I just sit down and play on the keyboard. Here's an example of something I recently came up with, and well, turns out it's actually just If I Can't Love Her from the Broadway version of Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, let's stop that. Anyway, today what we're going to do is spruce up my DAW setup a little bit. I'm going to change some things up. I have two main goals today, actually. The first goal is to incorporate this, my Behringer Model D, which is a synthesizer that I don't really use at all on the channel, but I figured it could be a pretty cool addition to my DAW setup. I could play around and, I'm probably not going to really use it too often on camera, but I could play around with it and actually get to learn a little more about it by playing with it in Ableton, and I've got effects at the ready this way. I can just plug in the Keylab Essential to control it, and it can always be plugged in to the mixer, to the Live Track L12 over here. So that's goal number 1. Goal number 2 is to figure out how to incorporate this, the Roland E4, into the setup. I think being able to instantly have tuned vocals that respond to MIDI, obviously from the Keylab 61 here, going into this via the computer, I think that would be really, really cool and could also lead to some pretty inspiring stuff while I'm working at the computer. So that's goal number 2. So we're going to try to route everything through the Live Track L12 and then through that into Ableton. The computer is hooked up to the Live Track via USB, and we're just going to go from there. So first things first, I do need to clean up a little bit under here. It's kind of a mess, especially after the show, and I actually just got my hands on this power bank backup here. Battery bank backup. Yeah, I'm going to plug stuff into it right now. All right, looking much better. As you can see, we've got the backup powered on there and the surge protector plugged into that. I also set up my sustain pedal for the Keylab, so we've got that going. Now, I set the Model D down here, but I didn't plug anything in, which was kind of stupid because I'm now realizing I'm going to have to turn the camera off and cut and get a new clip of me getting that. So let me get the power supply for that real quick here. Who loves doing this? Okay, so now, yep, we've got power to the Model D. Awesome. Now all we have to do is run audio from the Model D to the Live Track L12 over there, and then run MIDI between the Keylab and the Model D. Should be fairly easy. All right, so I've got a good old trusty 1/4" cable here. We're gonna run this into line 7 on the Live Track. Just let that free fall down behind there, and in it will go to the back of the Model D, just like that. So now, let's see here, we're on line 7, so let's make sure this works. So we'll go to an audio track here in Ableton. We will go to line 7. Let's arm it. Okay, and we do have a level. I'm turning the tuning on, so in theory that's just playing an A at 440. And yes, we do have a level shown there. If I click monitor, yeah, you can hear it. Cool. So the Model D works. Next up, operation 5-pin. So we're gonna go MIDI in on the Model D here. There we go. And then we're gonna go 5-pin MIDI out on the back of the Keylab, which I'm so glad that it has. I'm gonna hold a key and then adjust the filter. Yeah, that very clearly works. So nice. Okay, so it is time to incorporate the Roland E4, and I just realized I don't think I'm going to be able to use USB due to audio issues, but I do think we're going to be able to make it work. And what's nice is that the E4 is battery powered, so we can do all of our testing, you know, without having to worry about a power source right now. So I am going to run it in stereo, I think. I'm going to run it into the mixer, into the Live Track L12 in stereo. And I'm going to do that with this cable here, which is a TRS splitter. So we've got the tip and the ring here. And then the other end is just a stereo male plug. So this should work out just fine. We're going to take that and put it into the headphone jack of the E4. And then I'm going to plug this into 5 and 6. We will probably do something about this in the future. It's a pretty short cable, but right now this is just kind of proof of concept, so I want to make sure it works. We got our microphone here, a Shure SM57, just a 1/4" to XLR because the E4 takes 1/4". I've got a microphone stand around here somewhere. There we go. So we do have that plugged in here. Let's see if we have signal. Yep, on 5 and 6 we totally do. Awesome. So now here in Ableton, I'm going to go to my inputs. Oh, I already have 5 and 6 linked as a stereo pair. Nice. Yeah, that is showing signal. All right. Yeah, I can definitely hear it. Let's turn on some reverb. Oh, yeah. Awesome. We can do it that way, or we can, well, let's just go grab a very basic reverb here. Reverb. Sorry this video is kind of sloppy, but I just wanted to show the actual process. Yeah, there we go. Now we've really got it going. Cool. Okay, so next up is the topic of MIDI. And it should be as easy as just unplugging this from the Model D, plugging in the silly little adapter, because the E4 unfortunately uses 1/4" MIDI, or 1/8" MIDI, sorry. And there we go. So we're talking into the microphone right now, and yeah, I can totally change the pitch of my voice with the keyboard. This is pretty cool. Let's enable our reverb again. This is pretty cool, yeah. All right, well, I'm pumped. That worked out really well, actually. I wish I could use these both at the same time. Maybe I need a MIDI splitter or some other solution, but shouldn't be that difficult to come by a solution that I'm happy with. And yeah, I mean, I think for the time being, I'm very happy with this, and I can't wait to do some fun vocal stuff. and to get to use the Model D. I can very easily reach up and adjust things and play it on the keyboard. Yeah, this is going to be great. This is going to be awesome. Let me know if you want to see more DAW content in the future. Let me know if you like this video, a little more casual, just kind of showing you what's going on around the Freebeat studio today. If you did, be sure to leave a like on it. If not, you can always leave a dislike. That's okay too. Doesn't hurt my feelings, just makes me try that much harder next time. Either way, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Thank you all so very much for being here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.